after it, the government chose not to deport him. Why? Because homosexuality is illegal in Yemen. So they kept him here, an illegal immigrant who continues to pose a risk to children. These Afghan men, accused of the most horrific crimes against our sons and daughters, could very easily face the same protection. They could finish their sentence and stay in Britain on our money. Why? Why are we still housing them? Why are we paying for lawyers to defend them after they raped our children? Why are the rights of foreign criminals more important than the rights of Britain's children not to be abused? The human rights of our children, our boys and our girls must come first. Full stop. The safety of British children is more important than the comfort of imported foreign men who abuse them.
They'll never change her, man. She's studying law.
Most people still don't fully grasp the harsh reality unfolding in our country. Rape, knife crime, gang violence, grooming gangs, domestic abuse, unhygienic city centres. These horrors are no longer standalone incidents that shock the nation. This is the new normal. We are failing to protect our children. We are failing to control our borders. We are failing as a society. So, all I say is this. We need to reclaim our country. We need to deport every foreign criminal, illegal migrant and alien sex offender until our children are safe, our daughters are safe, and they can once again walk the streets of Norwich at night without being sexually harassed.
Yes! Spot on. Deport the fucking...
Now, Amit Molecule, he came to the UK via a small boat in March 2025. By February 2026, he had raped a 12-year-old girl. Now, I went along to his sentencing in Nuneaton. Despite only being in the UK for 11 months, they lessened his sentence because he had no priors. How is someone who came to the UK, waited 11 months before raping a child, a good thing? Why did he deserve credit for that? Absolutely ridiculous. I saw the same thing today. Migrants who are claiming they are 20 years old with their birthdays being on the 1st of January. 2 of them had their birthdays on the 1st of January. With a son, that one of the 20-year-olds had a son watching who looked my age from the public gallery. Apparently he was 20 years old. You know, and Eloise talked earlier about people in communities knowing, being aware of what's going on. Well, let me tell you today, 5 mates of these alleged rapists were in court watching from the sidelines. One of them owns a kebab shop. Family members are complicit in these rape gangs. We've heard now from the Rupert Lowe's rape gang inquiry how family members were often involved in the abuse. So not only do we need to deport foreign criminals, illegal migrants, etc., we need to deport every single person in these communities that you were at the abuse and did nothing. If one of my friends, and I bet this is the same for every single one of you, if one of our friends was accused of a horrific crime such as gang rape, we would not be by his side supporting them. We would oust them straight away.
Yes, definitely.
We take care of our own. Stop the boats, send them all home. And next I want to bring up, everyone give a round of applause for Sydney Jones. Thank you.
Go on, Sydney.
Thank you all for gathering here today in such numbers regarding a dire issue we face. This morning, we attended the plea hearing and the case management hearing of 7 Afghan nationals, all charged with their involvement in a rape gang. Jalmil Khalil, 20, charged with 7 counts of rape, 1 count of human trafficking, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit child sexual abuse. He arrived via a small boat in March 2021. Amadin Amadzai, 21, charged with 9 counts of rape, 1 count of human trafficking, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit child sexual abuse, and 1 count of perversion of the course of justice. He entered Britain concealed in a lorry in June 2020.
There's Norwich Castle.
Kaiska Kerr, 20, charged with 4 counts of rape, 1 count of human trafficking, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit child sexual abuse, and 1 count of perverting the course of justice. He arrived by a small boat in September 2022.
Dedicated pink lady there.
Kaka had not even been in this country a year before taking part in this alleged rape gang. Fazal Arakel, 20, charged with 2 counts of rape. He arrived by a small boat in February 2022. Mohammed Farouk Simwari, 22, charged with 2 counts of rape. He entered via a small boat in May 2021. Ali Ahmed, 21, charged with 1 count of rape and 3 counts of human trafficking. He attempted to enter the UK via Portsmouth Ferry Port in May 2021. Syed Wahid Davoidzai, 20, charged with 4 counts of rape and 1 count of conspiracy to commit child sexual abuse. He entered the country via a small boat in October 2022. He had been in this country for 10 months before the alleged offences began. These offences occurred between August 2023 and May 2025 and targeted at least 2 known girls. The victims were in their early to mid-teenage years during their abuse. The accused men claimed refugee status and were living amongst the community during their crimes. They may have been your neighbours. You may have walked past them in the street. They were in this country through a potential, through a technicality. They might be refugees, technically. They are refugees. Our great, powerful government said so. Norfolk Constabulary first became aware of this gang in September 2023, and a multi-agency investigation team was organised in July 2025 after the scale of the offences became clear. On that same month, we had a first protest against illegal immigration at the Brook Hotel, and this was countered by leftist groups and councillors, calling us all delusional. Between 2023 and 2025, the men were arrested individually. This investigation has been led by Detective Superintendent Stacey Murray, working alongside Norfolk County Council's Children's Services and the Crown Prosecution Services. And I would like to thank them for their thorough investigation, and I beg them personally, please do not let these girls down like you and other police forces have done for countless others. Please show these men the full force of the law.
Yep.
Norwich was one of the last places to be hit with mass immigration, and our girls have already fallen victim to one of the most horrific crimes. If we're seeing this here, no area is safe. Every day, we are seeing the impact of multiculturalism on our streets. As a country, we have been coerced into being tolerant and accepting of other cultures, even if those cultures encourage child marriage, rape, and beating women. I would feel I'd be betraying this country if I didn't speak on recent events. In December, an 18-year-old student, Henry Nowak, was stabbed by Vikram Singh Digwa, filmed and taunted while he bled out. Kiran Kaur, Digwa's mother, hid the 8-inch blade from the crime scene, attempting to shield herself from the law. While this incident itself is harrowing, it is the police response that shook the entire world. As Henry choked on his own blood, Hampshire police arrested him on suspicion of a racially aggravated public order offence. Henry told police multiple times that he had been stabbed. The arresting officer dismissed him, saying, "I don't think you have, mate." They laid him on his stomach as he said, "I can't breathe," and they proceeded to read the rights of a dying man instead of checking on his injuries.
The ladies on
We are all
a young lad who was stabbed.
The ugly
And
truth
then
is if you or
whole
I
family
were stabbed by anyone
of
foreign
immigrants
heritage, you could be arrested over a false racism claim
kept in
as you
there,
lie
took
there
the piss,
dying of
rang the
12-year-old
police.
blood.
The mother
As Vikram Digwa was sentenced, a member of his family
took
turned
the
to Henry's
knife
family
and ran
called
home and
racist.
hid it up
The
amongst other
following day, he
knives.
had the audacity to release an apology to the Sikh community for bringing them into disrepute. We also cannot ignore case of Barlow Callaghan, who killed Barnaby Webber, Ian Cullens, and Grace
10
O'Malley
minutes left,
Bar
do
in
you?
June of 2023, fatally stabbing them in Nottingham.